So apparently it seems that Dubai or UAE is back to its old ways, especially the major hubs, that is Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And what do I mean by that? Um, a few days ago, I had a person who works in a very high position, who I've known over the years, very trustworthy, who has access to the HR departments, okay, in the government. Now there is, keep one thing in mind, some companies, even multinational companies, have two HR departments, human resource, or within the HR department, they have subsections. One is the HR for the normal expat population, and one is exclusively dedicated to Emiratis, okay? Or you can even have in an HR department maybe 6-7 guys, but one focusing on Emirati, and that person can be either appointed by the company, by the government. Their main role is to ensure that one is Emiratization is kept in check. The other one is to make sure that the Emiratis get certain perks and benefits, which obviously should be, more than the expat population, which is a given. Everyone knows this who goes to the Middle East. You go to Saudi citizens are paid more than expats. Same job, same designation, same everything. Then Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, all these Middle East countries, they have a policy whereby their citizens get paid much more than expats. And some people might say it's racism. They say this is our country, we deserve these perks and benefits. My take on this is every country has its own laws. You don't like those laws, you leave. Okay? You can't go around telling life should be fair and we are all equal and all that. You go to any country in the world, Canada, USA, Australia, there will always be something that is unfair. Okay, so you can't expect total transparency in any company. Okay, I'm not encouraging this policy, but it is what it is. So let's say manager for Emirati, he'll get paid 5 times more than manager at, let's say, an expat manager. Okay, in some cases I've even known where they get paid 10 times, not exaggerating, 10 times. Expat manager can get 3,000. Emirati will get 30 or 33. Now, that doesn't mean to say that they are choosing bums or they're choosing people who don't know anything. There is a reasonable amount of qualifications, personality, skill, talent that is required. Yes, there are some companies where they get paid simply just to warm the chair because they have to fill in the quota. This has happened with B.R. Shetty's company, and I know why I said B.R. Shetty's company is because I had friends working there. Now other companies, there are some, but I don't want to take their names for reasons whatsoever. Okay. Now you'll be like, we are aware of this. Emiratis get benefits. Emiratis get 5 times or 10 times more than expats. It's our country. But now there are 2 things that will shock you. The extra thing is additional benefits because the cost of living is increasing to the extent some of it is totally ridiculous. Like if you have maternity, let's say you're pregnant or child is born, in some companies, obviously because I don't have the written proof from the HR, so I don't want to get sued for defamation by taking a company's name. But the company is, but I can tell you, these are extremely reliable people. 1 year maternity leave, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year maternity leave. Can you imagine that? It's for women. Okay, I know there are days off for when they get their periods, and for women. 1 year paid maternity leave. Okay. We also had that initiative by the UAE government, which now they are silent. I don't know, maybe it's not working out, which I believe it will not work out, is any government employee takes voluntary retirement, he gets 1 year's salary or 2 years, I don't know, paid for him to start his business and succeed. Okay. Good initiative, but it will not work out. Yeah, because you're giving easy money. Always remember, anything that comes easy, there's no value for it. And almost everyone who's an employee need not be a good businessman. How many businesses closed down? Okay, now that is also not the shocking bit. More benefits, yes. The part that comes shocking is now Emiratis are demanding through their surveys that they want more benefits. They want 4-day week. They want to work from home. And the rules are uneven. We will work from home. Expats will work this thing. I'll supervise them. Or I need to go home on time. I need to spend more time with my family. Actual interaction with my friend who is a senior colleague. They are junior staff, locals. They're saying this. What can you do? The feedback, and that also across the board. And I'm not going to only say Emiratis. There are many, even expats, who believe that they deserve this, but you're not going to get that. That is a given. Now, unless, of course, you're some big hotshot guy from the West. But now comes the part which I created this video, which will shock you. UAE has now gone back to the old ways. Now they have actually put out a memo. Seriously, actually put out a memo. We want more of European, means not an Indian who went to Europe and got a passport. We want European, they'll put it as European educated, but what they're trying to say, we want white skin. We want a Gora. We want, and it's not, the first preference is, the typical white, blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin. But it's not like they'll take a plumber and give him a director position, although it has happened in Imar and it has happened in Nakil. Is Nakil still around? I don't know. So there was a case of a plumber who actually became a director. Australian guy. Maybe in Australia, plumber is a very technical term, or I don't know what. Maybe he knew a lot about being an electrician and all that. Maybe he had a team of people, but he was a plumber there. In UAE, he became a director, but he got into trouble because he took a bank loan and then they terminated him, and you know how it is. You don't pay your bills in the bank, it becomes a big issue. Okay, so now they are coming up with the tier list, sorry. First is American, British, first level. Second level is, say, British, Australian. Third level, I'm just giving you, I don't have the official list, okay? And different companies will have a different tier list, okay? Then they have, the typical South African but white. Then below that is rest of the other European countries, okay? Then below that comes our immigrants who went abroad and got the Gora passport. But obviously they will need to prove in terms of their education and work experience. And yes, you need to, hi, how are you? My name is Jaspal Singh. You need to have that bit of the thing. But obviously looks matter a lot to them. Then comes the rest of the world. And they have actually put a cap on Indians. It seems this government, semi-government, sorry, came out with a memo in the HR Please, no more Indians. Stop Indians. We need to have diversity. It's called diversity. We need to have people from other nationalities. In fact, one female, she told me this, that it's not just local companies. This female, she has guys from Europe. Because she's Russian, they were treating her like shit, absolute shit, saying, oh, Putin's spy, oh, so you're going to spy on us, and very badly, and you look ugly, and they were commenting on they were even made to work during days that are off. They gave a memo that even during Eid you have to work. And when she had asked, like, you know, it's officially declared a holiday, they said, are you Muslim? If you're not comfortable, resign and go. I don't know what the hell is happening to UAE, but if I were to summarize and say it, they're going back to, you know, like a dog's tail, they always say it's crooked now. Never get straight. They will never learn. Okay, one way is because now there is a massive oversupply of Indians. You can't blame it. India's population is bloody 1 billion. So every second person, you can have one non-Indian, then maybe 5 Indians. One non-Indian, another 5 Indians. So they are seeking diversity and all that. And now the HR is under tremendous stress to get people from different nationalities. Now, because of this so-called rule, you know, if you're in HR and you have a target and you know time is ticking, you'll just fill in with whomsoever you feel comes closest to the job, need not be the most competent. Now, that doesn't go to say all our Indians are extremely talented, they are very smart, they are very... Majority of our Indians, if you follow the Pareto principle, I would say forget 80%, up to even sometimes 90% are all absolute jokers. So it's this is not to say, oh, our Indians are mind-blasting, oh, they are amazing. How I know? When I advertise for positions, the types of candidates that come, unbelievable. It's I don't know how to highlight. See, because remember this much, UAE is a global hub. So you'll not just be comparing yourself to an Indian, like someone from Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Mumbai will only compete with, most probably, you know, they compare apples to apples. But here you'll compare, let's say, an Indian to Emirati, Brit, Russian, American, then Australian, you know, Kiwi, Canadian. So the dynamics change altogether. So now what is the solution? Obviously we'll come to what is the solution, right? Solution is very simple. You can't change other people. You can only change yourself, right? The first solution I recommend is, if you're not happy with the policies of the company, leave. Okay, leave and find someone. It's like you are married to a woman, but you're not happy with her. I mean, can you force her to fall in love with you? You can't, right? So search for the right partner. But having said search, don't just immediately resign or start being rude. Take a 6 months to 1 year game plan. And always remember, it's not necessary that just because you work for a Fortune 500 company or a multinational company, life is going to be easy. They are equally complicated. The more bigger organization, more complicated and more cold-blooded. When they have to terminate, there's no second thoughts. There's no come meet, face-to-face talk, understanding, visa extension, nothing. Thank you, your service is no longer required, whatever. Please, this is your severance package. Please submit all the, items or property that belongs to the company, keys, security, this, that, clearance, and leave. So the bigger the company, the more difficult the more unpredictable and cold calculated it is. But yeah, given that most of the companies are expanding, you stand a better chance now compared to before. Only problem is you'll be fighting against a volume. Volume means, always remember, when there's more demand, there's more supply. So you'll be fighting with, before maybe 10 people, now maybe 100. So learn to stand out, position yourself intelligently, and giving excuses, crying about it, and complaining and praying to God and this and that, and be practical, be realistic. Seek professional help and don't try shortcuts with Chat GPT, OpenAI. Go to a human being who is experienced and has expertise, someone at a high level or someone who knows the industry or the country. Strategize. Go with a proper game plan. And realistically, it's 3 to 6 months that you will see results. Okay. So what I want to make clear is now, if I were to encapsulate, UAE, Qatar, Saudi, they once again started, no more, we don't want Indians, we want so-called diversity. They'll call it diversity, but it means we want Goras, white skin. And you will see a lot of these ads, European educated, American educated, UK, US educated. And some places, to avoid the controversy, they'll not share that. But they'll say we are looking with some hi-fi qualifications or some nonsense. Or they'll quietly just, okay, Indian, just reject, Pakistani reject, Goras. Or they'll say someone with the experience of the European region or American region. They can, it's wordplay. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. You let me know if you think I'm right or wrong, or if you know anything better, obviously comment. But now the problem is becoming worse, and I don't know, maybe too many Indians have come in to get jobs. Anyway, let me know, what are your thoughts? Good, bad, ugly? Feel free to comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.